quick vegetarian taco with some Callaloo guac. I know that sounds weird, like what is a Callaloo guac? But come on in the Kay's Kitchen, y'all. We about to get into it, right? So if it's Taco Tuesday for you guys and you want to try something light, right? This is going to be a vegetarian taco, right, for you and your family. So what I'm going to do, I have some avocados, about 3 avocados that I've already cut up and put inside my bowl. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add some salt, some black pepper, some fajita seasoning. Yes, fajita seasoning. Because I want you to taste your seasoning, right? It has like a little hint of lime and maybe just like some pepper to it. It has more than just your salt and black pepper, right? So it just add a little to your guac, right? And then I have some callaloo. Callaloo is the Jamaican spinach, right? In a nutshell is what it is, right? So we traditionally eat callaloo all throughout the day, right? So it could be eaten for breakfast, lunch, dinner. We eat it throughout the day. It could be eaten as a main course or a side dish, right? So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and use it as a side dish, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix it with some avocado and make an avocado and callaloo guac. Why not? Why not? All right, so let's get into it. Like I say, I already have the avocados in here, right? And I have the callaloo. I have about a cup of callaloo right here, about 3 avocados. It was the smaller size avocados that I had, so I went ahead and used those. And I like to use my fork and like press on the back of it against the bowl to go ahead and smush that avocado nice and smooth, right? Just like that. And for those of us that like it a little chunky, leave some of them not smashed too much, right? Just use the side of your fork and just break those parts up. That way you can have some chunks in your guac also, all right? All right, now before I add the callaloo, I'm gonna go ahead and season up my avocado up, right? So I have some pink salt here, and I'm eyeballing it to taste, right? And like I always tell you, if you're gonna use some other seasoning, be light with your salt, especially if the other seasoning have salt in it, right? So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this fajita seasoning on in here, right? I have some black pepper, and I'm also gonna hit in here. Mix that around. I'm gonna give it a little taste to see if I wanna add some more. Anything. My gosh, yes ma'am, that's good. I am gonna go ahead and squeeze me a lime in there. May not be the whole entire lime, because I'm not trying to get it too sour or whatever. But this lime also helps it from turning brown and whatever, right? So I'm gonna add just a little squeeze of lime. I'm gonna add this callaloo to it. This is a great way for your family to have their vegetables too, you know? If you just wanna have one day of the week that you just like, hey y'all, let's not eat no meat today, right? This is a great thing to do with your family and eat some veggies, right? But I may be speaking to the choir, just like I'm speaking to the choir in my house, because my boys would be like, where's the meat with that? So I'm trying to break them in. Slowly but surely, I'm breaking them in. All right, y'all, so I got that well incorporated. Let's give it a nice little taste. Let's see what it's giving, honey. Oh, that's a different flavor. I like. I like. Oh my goodness. Do I want to add anything to that? I don't know if I want to add anything to it. It tastes so good already. Just because I want to, just maybe a sprinkle of salt on there, right? Because I'm gonna let this sit down for a second, right? While I go ahead and get the rest of our stuff going. And then I'm gonna hit like a little, and it just looks so pretty. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I ain't even gonna stir it. I'm gonna make it just look so pretty, just like that, honey. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna stop playing with my food. Y'all know I get excited in the kitchen, so leave me alone. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get to the stove. I'm gonna saute up my veggies, right? So I have some green bell peppers, some orange, some red, and I have some white onions here that I'm gonna go ahead and saute on the stove. And then once I get that nice and just barely cooked, right, I'm gonna go ahead and add my black beans to that, right? And then from there, I'm gonna add just a little hint of some jerk seasoning in there. And then I'll taste it up and see if I wanna add like a little sprinkle of salt in there, of course, and some black pepper, honey. Season up your veggies. And then from there, we're done. Is that not fast or not? So you could have made your guac the day before, right? And then you came home from work, you did your veggies and your black beans on the stove, and then boom, you have some vegetable tacos, honey, just like that. So let's get on over here to the stove and get these veggies cooked up, and let's make these tacos for these babies for their dinner, all right? All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and add in our veggies. Our pot is nice and hot. We'll add some salt, season up our veggies here, right? Our veggies and our black beans. We're gonna go ahead and add us some black pepper to that as well. And let's carry on with our fajita seasoning, honey. Keep the party rolling. Quick vegetarian taco with Callaloo guac is going to be a festive meal in your house. It's a different thing. Who would have ever thought to pair Callaloo with guacamole? But it's freaking delicious, guys. And so I made a vegetarian taco here where I have some different colored bell peppers, some white onions, and some black beans, right? I have my flour tortilla shell because the corn tortilla gets too soft once I start adding those things and then like to fall apart, right? So I have some corn, flour tortilla here that I nuked in the microwave. They're nice and warm, and they're gonna hold up for this beautiful vegetable mix that I have here, right? So let's go ahead and plate this beauty. So I'm gonna use, you know what, I think I'm gonna do my beans first. I wanna get the beans on the taco first, right? I'm gonna use this like this. Well, it's all incorporated. I thought I would need some tongs or something, so I'm just gonna just use my spoon and get that in there like that. Like that, like that, like that. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. Man, when you're just trying to get away from meat for one day or so, or if you're just trying a vegan lifestyle, this is something great. All right, so I got my veggies and my beans in there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put me some guac in there, right? In my guac, you saw that I put me some salt, black pepper, a little fajita seasoning. You know, if you have some taco seasoning or something else you wanted to put in there and jazz it up a little bit, add you some red crushed peppers or whatever. I squeezed like a half a lime in there, and then I added that callaloo. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a good dollop or two in my taco here, right? You could go big back. You can go big back with your guac and vegetable or whatever, huh? Who to say you can't go big backish, make that thing all big or whatever, Yes, honey. All right, let's get into it. Once again, my mouth is watering every time it's time to eat. The mouth goes to watering. Here it go. Here it go. You can't tell me ain't no meat in here. Yo. Give me a second. This is unbelievably good. And your stomach is gonna thank you for it. As I'm eating this, it's like childhood and all of that is just wrapping up because the callaloo in here, I grew up eating callaloo. Never have I eaten it mixed with guac, but let me tell you, growing up, we call it pear. In America, they call it avocado, but in Jamaica, we call it pear. And a lot of times when we're eating our food, you'll cut you a piece of that pear and eat it with your food. So it's not strange that I'm eating avocado with callaloo because a lot of times we eat it on the same dish, but we've never like smashed the avocado and the callaloo together. And when I say this is phenomenal, along with your onions and bell peppers, because when we do cook callaloo, we do add onions and bell peppers. So man, this is complimentary, man. This is a meal in a tortilla, right? So if you're trying to go on the lighter side, this vegetable taco is a must try in your household. It is so flavorful. And adding that salt and that little fajita seasoning to it was like a taste, like a kiss, I should say. A chef's kiss to that, right? So guys, I thank you all for tuning in. We got the week with Kay in my kitchen, honey, and cooking with me. I have a ball, as you can see, cooking, right? I love this, and I do appreciate all you guys tuning in with me, right? Drop me a couple lines. Let me know if you tried this recipe. Let me know how you like it, right? Let me know if you jazzed it up and added anything different to it, right? So once again, you be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I'll catch you here on the next video. Till next time, see you later.